Good morning, gamers, and welcome back to my channel. Starting a forever world is a concept that has really taken over the Minecraft side of YouTube in full force over the past year. What better way to come back to YouTube than to join onto the hype train way too late? As you can see, I've already loaded into a world here. It's called Mickey's Forever World, as it should be aptly named. In fact, this isn't, I didn't even have to cycle through to get this world. This is just the first one that generated, and I actually quite liked the general area. So, you know what, I just thought, why not? This is it. This is now my forever world. While I do all the basic Minecraft starting gameplay here, I just want to talk about some of the goals I want for this world, and for the series on my channel as a whole. Also, this new leaf litter that is around is actually incredible. I love it. You can also see these like flowers and pebbles in the ground, and that's because of a resource pack I'm using. It's the Simple Grass Flowers resource pack by 2D Wisp here. And while I'm in here, you can also see the list of other resource packs that I'm using during this playthrough. I've got varied pumpkins, vanilla tweaks, colorful containers, some animated items, and fancy crops and eating animations. So some just basic stuff. I have a lot in this side that I just kind of have collected over time, and I'm not going to be using any of these. First of all, it's obviously going to be my forever world, the one that I will hopefully be coming back to no matter how long of a break I take from the game. I just want to keep coming back to this world and keep progressing it further and further. Building it up over time is something that I've wanted to do for a while. As much as everybody says that about their forever worlds, it is genuinely a really cool concept to me, and it just brings me back to the good old days of playing Minecraft on the Xbox 360, and I would just have one world that I would keep going on to, and I would build that up. And I haven't had that opportunity in a while because for some reason, as I've gotten older, I've just kind of gotten used to this idea that I need to keep starting over every time I don't play for a long time. And I do it with a bunch of other games as well. Like I will enjoy a game and I'll play it for like 4 hours, and then all of a sudden I just stop playing because life gets in the way. I'm working, or I'm hanging out with friends, or I'm playing other games, and then after so many months, when I eventually get back to playing that game, I feel like I need to restart. And it's quite a big problem for me, and I'm trying to get better at it, but, you know, I'm only human. We all are. We all have flaws, and that's one of my biggest ones. So hopefully this forever world allows me to change that, because I really just want to build up many different areas depending on what different style of build that I want to do. Like the different themes, like maybe like a Spanish themed village, or like a sci-fi spaceships in the end dimension. Being able to experiment with a bunch of different themes and building ideas really allows me to push myself out of my comfort zone, even when it comes to doing little things like redstone and building different kinds of farms up as well. That also just really appeals to me. I left this. I don't know if I should probably get rid of that, because that's going to really annoy me if I come back and I'll be like, who left this here? And it's a single player world, so it was me. You can also probably hear the footsteps as I'm walking around, and the birds chirping in the background. I decided I did want a couple mods. I didn't want to play just vanilla because there's certain things that I really like to have. For example, I have this map, is Zero's mini map. I just think it's just really convenient to be able to see this point of view. Oh, I should also kill some of these guys. I'm so sorry. It's a necessary sacrifice. I need a bed just in case it gets dark. And it's going to get dark. I will use this to my advantage, guys. Don't you worry. Your death will not be in vain. I've also been a big believer in the quote that comparison is the thief of joy. I don't know who said it, but I heard it a very long time ago, and I've stuck to that quote for as long as I can remember. Being honest though, I'm not necessarily stuck to it per se. I know of the quote and I like the quote, and I always fall victim getting into that mindset of comparing myself to other people. So as I develop this world up, I really just want to try my best to not compare my builds to other people's that I see online or other YouTubers. I also don't want to be comparing my actual videos, like the content that I produce for you guys, to other people's online. Because sometimes I kind of make something or I build something and I really don't like it. And that's not because it's not a good build. Like, when I first build it, it's really good, and I really, really like it, but... Oh my god. Firefly blush. Blush? Bush. Mine. As I was saying, I do start comparing my things to what other people have built or produced content-wise, and it starts getting on me. I shouldn't let myself do it, and I know I shouldn't let myself do it, but ultimately I fall victim to it, as a lot of people can probably relate to me in this situation. Again, we are just human, and it happens to us, but I'm going to try my best to not fall into that trap. I also think I'm going to head this way, to this massive mountain over here, see what this is about. So hopefully, with not comparing myself to other people, I should be really proud of the things that I produce, and I'm glad I get to share this process with you guys. And hopefully you also enjoy the stuff that I make and the builds that I make, and honestly, I'm super excited. Oh, lilies of the valley. Fun little fact about me, these aren't my favorite flower in the game. I don't know why. I think it might relate to Animal Crossing, maybe, or I think these are in the Legend of Zelda games, like Breath of the Wild. I think that is also Zelda's favorite flower. I could be remembering that completely wrong. Oh, I thought this was a massive cave for a second, but there's still some coal and some iron that I see, so I'm going to pick that up. Finally, for the goals of this series, is I want to try and keep the editing to be as minimal as possible, much like the hardcore series that I had going. It's something that I'm more comfortable with producing, and I don't know, I just want to strive for that kind of cozy and nostalgic Minecraft gameplay feel. I don't want to have everything over edited. I don't want to be screaming at the top of my lungs in every single video. I don't vibe with that kind of content that's on YouTube, and there is a lot of it. And obviously, I'm not talking down on the content. I still think it is good content, and every video has an audience, but it's just not for me. So it's not going to be for other people. And I want to be able to produce some good quality, cozy, and hopefully nostalgic. And I don't know how I will make it nostalgic. Maybe just with the absolutely terrible builds that I'm going to produce. Because back in the day, you never had like massive skyscrapers. You never had this day one mansion starter base. It was cubes, it was blocks, and that's kind of the feel that I'm going for with this. I don't want to use too many references per se when I go to build my houses. I want to try and make it all me and let my creative mind flow and hope something and hope that whatever is produced out of that is not an eyesore. And if it is, there's a certain charm in that, and I'm gonna see it through. It's mainly because I miss being able to watch those kind of videos from when I was a kid, because nobody really makes that content nowadays, and it's somewhat sad in a way, because I do really enjoy that kind of content. There is still loads of people out there, granted, that make that kind of content, and I still watch them. Like, I absolutely adore Etho. I watch him all the time. I love his Hermitcraft. I love his survival world. And that's kind of where I got inspired to do this, because I want to be able to make that sort of content, but for another audience, you know? Sometimes it's nice just to be able to sit back and relax while you have a calming Minecraft video in the background. I find myself either studying or just kind of doing some other personal research or chores or tasks with a Minecraft video in the background. Like, I could be tidying up my bedroom, and on the TV I have a B-dubs video or a Etho video, or just somewhere along those lines, and it's just so cozy, and I can't express enough how much I enjoy it. And I just have this itch to create. I haven't been making videos in a while, as you can tell. I think it's been about a year and a half since I made my last my last video on this channel. That decked out video I think came out in January of 2024. It's been a while, and I apologize. Life just kind of got in the way. I've been working in one of my videos. I think it was episode 4 question mark of my hardcore series. I mentioned that I had got a job, and I am still at that job. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, I enjoy it so much. It's honestly, I fell into it really easily, and you know, I'm glad I found it, because during the time whilst I was producing my hardcore videos, I was unemployed for about 6 months, and I was having a hard time finding a job that I would actually want to do. So I feel very lucky that I have been given this opportunity to do what I do now. And that's what I've been doing for the past year and a half. That's why I've not been uploading, is because I've been working, and I've been finding it hard to find the balance between the two things, you know, YouTube and work. I've been finding it very hard to find that balance, and other life things like chores and other hobbies and friends and all that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things, and I think that's one reason why I want to produce this kind of more calming, cozy, minimally edited content, is just because that way I'm able to still make videos even though I am working. It's not much of a chore for me to get home and after a shift of work and produce these videos and edit these videos for you guys. So I'm hoping I can balance those two things out, because I'm honestly, I've been really craving this. You know, there's a part of me that I haven't been able to tap into since my last series. You also may be wondering why why I spent the first lot of my iron on shears, and I'm now going around shearing the sheep in the area. It's because I have a plan for my kind of starter base, in quotations. It's not going to be massive. It's going to be a cozy little tent, and I need wool for that. So now, oh, look at this. This is, I think, a 3D mushroom from the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack that I've got. I could be completely wrong, but this is adorable, especially the fact that it's spawned on one of these. I think these are new with the Spring to... Is it Spring to Life? The Spring to Life update. I think these are new with that. And this is incredible. This is gorgeous. I love this. And there's another sheep. I'm going to shear you. I think all of these flowers on the ground are from the Spring to Life update as well. And these bushes, I definitely know are from them. If you're wondering what mods I'm using, I will put a list of them down in the description if I remember. They're all client-side, vanilla-friendly mods. There's nothing too serious going on. It's just things like presence, footsteps, and ambient sounds. And this cicada sound that I'm hearing in this birch forest is kind of getting on my nerves a little bit. I might have to tweak that. I don't know if I can. Oh, maybe I can. I found it. It's right here. I'm going to turn this down to about 0.4. Whoa, save changes. Okay, that's much more bearable. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but for me, it is incredibly loud. Well, not anymore, because I've changed it. Thank God. I'm so glad I found that setting. What are you doing here? It's not even fully nighttime yet. See? You didn't need to be here. You don't need to be here. It's not nighttime. Go away. That's it. That's my food source sorted. I now no longer need to eat any other piece of food ever again. I have potatoes. That's all I need. That's my life complete. Also, I think these sheep models are ever so slightly different compared to what they used to be. Because I know they've added some new sheep and pig and chicken and cow variants. I actually think if you sheep this guy, his color stays. Oh, that's so cool. I know... I don't need this. I know that was in Bedrock Edition, so it's nice to see some parity between the two. You guys may also be wondering about the state of my hardcore world. It still exists. It's not gone. I didn't die. Actually, the last time I played was on stream, I was doing some pathways connecting up my village. And I think I took too big of an undertaking with the pathways because I was doing some crazy levels of terraforming to the point where I think I burnt myself out just by doing pathways alone. So again, that kind of falls in line with the whole feeling of wanting to restart when I come back to something. Did I do that? I feel like I didn't do that. Where did that come from? Hello? Oh, this is a bit crazy. I might go down there, though, because I need the iron. So yeah, I didn't die in my hardcore world. It's still there. I just don't feel like playing it after leaving it so long, because obviously it has been about 1.5 years, and also hardcore just doesn't kind of sit right with me. I want to be able to play and not have the stress of dying and losing everything. I know that is the whole point of hardcore, and you need to stay alive, and people get the enjoyment of from the thrill of, oh, I could lose everything at any given moment. But I'm not that kind of person, so I'm just not gonna keep going with it, and that's okay. Okay, I don't really want to overstay my welcome in this cave, so I'm gonna head out whilst it's still that light outside and whilst I can still survive. Even though surviving isn't really a problem anymore because I don't need to worry about dying, which is actually such a nice feeling. You don't understand how much of a nice feeling that is, not having to worry about death. Like, that's crazy. Imagine having that in real life, you know? Just kind of being able to do whatever you want and then just, like, not dying. Okay, with that kind of, like, weird brain bath out of the way, I'm gonna head in this direction, this way, and hope that I can find somewhere to lay my first kind of chest. And hopefully settle down. Ooh, I kind of like this. This kind of ravine that just cuts into this mountain over here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking it. And it's quite flat as well, so I think I'm gonna build here. Yeah. Maybe not as a permanent place, but just as a temporary little home. So there's my chest, my crafting table, my furnace, and I think that's officially home. Once the crafting table and the furnace are together, that's home. Now, I know I said I was going to build a tent with all the wool that I gathered, but I have a much better idea, and I would really love to build a dirt house. Like, what better way to really cement the idea that I'm doing this for nostalgia than with building a dirt house? I want to try and make it look as nice as possible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this bit of dirt out over the top of this river and hope that it's enough dirt. If not, I can always gather just a little bit more from elsewhere. Also, this grass sound, I think they changed how loud the grass sound is in the game. And, you know, it's really quiet and it's actually slightly off-putting how quiet it is. And I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like I should be thankful because the old grass sound was so loud, but it just sounds wrong. It just doesn't sound correct. It's the same with leaves and breaking crops, like when they're fully grown, or just like in general. And it's off-putting. That doesn't look too bad. I quite like that. I like the fact that it's got this cool little walkway that you can go around. I might even add a path here or something to just kind of utilize that side, or I could have a bridge over there, or even both. You know, I could do whatever I want. Okay, so I've cleared out this little bit of land, got rid of all the leaf litter and the trees and grass. There is so much leaf litter everywhere. I feel like this is going to get very, very annoying in the long run, because I have... How many stacks is that? Like 3.5 stacks of leaf litter already, and I have no clue what I can do with this. Can I compost this? If I can compost this, that'll be amazing, because this is that's just an insane amount. So I kind of don't know how I want this to look. I kind of feel like it should just be a mound, like a cozy mound of sorts. Like my door goes there, and this bit's kind of indented. Yeah, I like that. And then I just bring this back, maybe. Well, I mean, that's definitely a shape. I don't know. Let's play around with some blocks and I will show you guys the end result. Okay, I am back and I've pretty much got the shape that I was kind of thinking in my head. It's just a mound. It's nothing serious. And you can see I've kind of gone ahead and placed some flowers and some of these bushes. And I've also used some bone meal to get this grass. I also need to get some more bone meal because I want to grow these crops. This is wheat. I think the wheat will add just an extra bit of color that I'm hoping for. And I don't have any bones. The way I've been getting bone meal is I found out that you can actually put leaf litter in the composters, which is amazing. It uses a lot, like it really eats away at it, but that's fine because there is loads of leaf litter around. Wow, that little bit of yellow here really brings some extra color to this perspective because there's this firefly bush. I keep saying blush, firefly bush, which kind of has like a yellow tip to it in a way. So seeing this through the green, it just kind of, it's a nice, slightly contrasting bit of symmetry. I can't believe I'm talking so in detail about the things that I'm adding to my dirt hut. Like it is just a dirt house. This is nothing serious. All these other people building mansions on day one, and here's me. I just think this doorway will benefit from some, like, wooden features like this to make it a bit more inviting to the eye, maybe. Yeah. I honestly wish I had some coarse dirt, because I would really like to put some coarse dirt in the walls here. Or some spruce. I feel like this would look a lot nicer with spruce. The interior is definitely not much to look at. I don't really know what I want to do in here. It's got a torch. Honestly, maybe that's all I need. All that's left to do now is move in. So I think, I don't know, this is calling for my bed just in this little nook here. And I'll probably place like a trap door or something here as like a bedside table. I actually don't know if I can I spawn on this? I think I can spawn on this. And then over in this little bit, I'm thinking maybe some chests in this orientation with some barrels like so. And then maybe some more like that. Or one like that and one like that. No, not like that. I don't know. It kind of gives off the vibe that I have just found, like this random little hill. Is this even classed as a hill? It's a pile. It's a pile. And I've just dug into it, and I've thrown stuff down, I've thrown a bed down, and I've laid claim. That's what it's giving, and I love it. And now I just need to bring my stuff inside. Here we are, guys. I'm all moved in, and I've got to say, for a dirt house, I love it. It looks incredible. I've put my little composter outside with some coarse dirt. I went ahead and got some gravel for this with some pathing. And then on the inside, I've decided to do a little bit of decoration, as much as you can really decorate a dirt house. I thought this wouldn't all be grass. You know, if you're living in a dirt hut, you're not going to have a grassy floor. It is going to be dirt. Like if you live in a hole. And I've just kind of sporadically thrown barrels and chests, and I've kind of started sorting them ever so slightly. And you really would have this kind of storage. It wouldn't be all nice and neat and tidy, because you've kind of hunkered down in the middle of nowhere. You've dug into the side of a little mound, and you've just kind of laid claim. And this is what I've done, and I absolutely love it. Wow, look at that. This is the prettiest. This is the most gorgeous looking dirt house I think I've ever seen. I can't believe I built a dirt house in 2025 and this is what the inside looked like. Oh, look how warm the lighting is. Oh, that's so cozy. Anyway, time to turn shaders off. Now we gotta go back to boring on Minecraft. I gotta do that because while recording with shaders, it really kind of struggles on my computer. As nice as it would be, you do kind of have to appreciate the default Minecraft look as well. And last but not least, we need to give a name to my new house. And what better name... Where should I put the sign? Right here. And what better name than Mickey's dirty hole. That's what it is. It's a hole made of dirt. It's a dirty hole. This is my dirty hole. And with that, I think that's all the time I have for you guys on this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys with my forever world. Let me know what you guys think of my little I say this is a pre-starter house. And let me know what you guys think of the vibe to the series. I'm hoping you can appreciate just as much as I do how nice a calm and cozy and slow-paced Minecraft Let's Play can be. I want to strive for that old vibe, you know? So I'm hoping I can achieve that. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment on the video, and be sure to subscribe if you want to join me in my new forever world. Because I do have big plans for this world. I'm not going to share any of them, but I do have some pretty awesome ideas. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya! Rumple.